Please help out a trust tier player, Lord Vets. I calibrated at 775 MMR, and it has all been downhill from there. Right now I'm at 650, and the highest I've ever climbed is 970-ish, never crossed 1k. Now I have absolutely no idea why I am this shit. I know that I have certainly improved a lot from my beginner days, yet my MMR doesn't reflect that one bit. I've tried reading advice given to noobs, but even they are 1.5k plus. I've mastered last hitting, which is the most common advice given, and can even last it perfectly under the tower. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. If you're able to do this, if you truly have mastered the last hitting, and you can last it perfectly under the tower, you're better than most of the 5k and 60mm players, and you deserve to be a pro players. So this is wrong. This cannot be the truth. You cannot do this. You can't. So you're not being objective to yourself. I'm sure that you have analyzed your replay by yourself, and you're saying this, but no, this is just wrong. This is wrong. I'm just even without watching your replay, I'm just gonna say that this is wrong. This can't be happening. You're not even close to mastering anything here. So please help me out by answering the following questions. How shit am I? Where should I first direct my energy in improving? In which areas will I see maximum returns with moderate efforts? Recommendation of some solid mid heroes with counters that are not too difficult to play and can be played against a variety of matchups. It could be Necrophos in this meta right now. I have seen that in my tier, mid is the only lane that matters. If you lost mid, you lose the game regardless of whether you won other two lanes. In my recent troll game, I won my lane and even looked at the tower before minute 10 mark, but our mid audio was shit and the invoker was so fat he could solo our team. Sometime later their Wraith King and Sven, whom I stomped, had Radiant's Blade Mail. Echo Saber blinked Daedalus respectively. This had a profound impact on my decision to play mid from now on. As a carry, how can I consistently get 500 GPM? Considering I'm always contested by supports with other carries in lane, some of them even nuke the waves indiscriminately and they get pushed. Should I quit Dota? This is a serious question. Sometimes the best course of action in life is to make peace with what you are and simply give up. I think that I should tell you guys that I have about 1k hours in the game and yet I am below 1k MMR. Surely I can find better use for my time and effort, even though I know I have improved a lot. I don't see it being reflected in my MMR. Thanks a lot for reading this and thanks in advance for the advices. Okay. Nope. Okay. So I have to start by saying this. I understand your frustration. From reading all you just wrote down, I just feel it that you have enough passion to play Dota. You've been playing Dota for 1k hours, so you do have passion in playing Dota too. And I feel really sorry, man. I feel really sorry that you're not improving as expected. But let's just walk down to your replay and watch and point out your major problems. But here's what I want you to think. If you are at 1k MMR, and if you're even below 1k MMR, if you're below 1k MMR, 80% of the players below 1k MMR, they are either new to Dota, or they just don't care about MMR. That's it. They're either new to Dota or they are just that bad. I don't even want to say they are bad. Well, they are bad players, but they are here to enjoy their games. Everyone has to start from somewhere, and just they are there. You deserve to stay at your whatever tier you are right now. So this is the correct mindset. If you want to climb up higher in MMR, in Dota 2, Dota 2 is just so complicated that you just can't improve like right away. Even after this coaching session, you're not gonna improve right away. It's gonna take a lot of time, so you need some patience, and you have to be humble. You have to accept the fact that you deserve to be where you are right now. If you are 500 MMR, that's where you are. If you consider it bad, you are a bad player, and that is how you start to improve on. That is the only way you can start to improve on. So trust on me on this, and try to be humble on yourself. If you're 500 MMR, you are 500 MMR. So right now the lane has begun, and I think you're trying to jungle. Is that what you're trying to do? You're not moving. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing here? You're already missing like a lot of last hit and experience. You're getting 0 experience. the first wave had arrived long time ago, and you're not. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're typing or you just went AFK. But this is bad. I don't know. This cannot be an excuse. I think you are away from your keyboard now, and you're gonna die. So I don't get it. I don't get it. This is bad. This feeding the first blood like that. This was extremely bad. Maybe you had some internet connection or your personal emergency, but I don't care. This is the solo rank games, and if you ever do this, if you ever do this in my tier, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna get reported by all of your allies, and you're gonna lose the game. You're gonna lose the game right away. This was a really bad mistake, and now you're back. You're still AFK. Okay. And you're gonna walk back to the lane. Okay. So right now, at this point, I'm pretty certain that I understand why you are below 1k MMR. So I'm pretty sure that you are where you are for reasons. First of all, if you die like that here, when you died right here, everyone has issues, but you just don't do that in ranked games. You just don't never do that. This is the wrong mindset. If you do this, you deserve to lose this game, and you're gonna keep losing the game. You should never ever do this, unless you have some internet connection or some shit like that. But that was one mistake. And another mistake is when you had revived, you're now walking back. You're literally walking. You have 330 movements. It's not bad, but you're walking. You should buy a TP. You should have bought a TP and TP back to here. It makes a big difference. Very, very big. It makes a big difference, and this was bad. This was really, really, really bad move by you. You're now missing a lot of experience. You have taken 0 last hit. It's gonna hit minute 2. By the time you come here, it's gonna hit minute 2, and you'll end up getting 0 last hit. So this is why you're at 1k MMR. This was a really bad move. Now is the time to hug tower, and let's see if you can last it under the tower. You mentioned about last hitting. No, you're not even close to mastering your last hit. This is not even close. First of all, you're not even trying. I think you are not even trying to last it, so that was bad. And I think you need a lot more practice to last it under the tower. That's bad. And I also want to say that if you are below 1k MMR, last hitting under the tower is not the thing that you should be worried about right now. It really is not. It really is not. It will start to matter once you go above 2k MMR. It will matter, but right now it shouldn't matter. So good job taking 1 last hit. You have 1. You just took 1 last hit under the tower. That was good. So PA is a guy kind of just auto attacking, so you can see we can see how bad you are. But here's my after this I'm gonna stop and I have to talk another thing. So when the game had started, if you see your lineup, you have PA, Phantom Assassin, OD middle, Slug, core. This guy is another core. I get it. Any games below 1k MMR, like I said, players are new and they don't know what they're doing. So this is just expected. There really is nothing wrong with this kind of thing happening. There will be many games where you guys pick 5 carries. In almost every game is going to happen. So if I were you in this game, if I was playing through all this game, first, what's going through my mind right now, what should have gone through my mind is, I can win this game solo. I am really going to win this game solo. How? I'm not gonna go to any lane looking that these 2 guys are going to bottom and PA is going to off lane. Maybe I should have soaked up a little bit of experience at the first wave to hit level 2 and maybe get 1 or 2 last hit. But after that, out of bout a Quelling Blade from the side shop and go to jungle. What you can do here is you can hit the bounty run every even minute and you can start jungling. Troll can jungle even since level 1. You can start jungle decent at level 2, but if you get a Quelling Blade and just hide in jungle, I'll tell you this. If I was playing you, if I was playing any game below 2.5k MMR, if I just go to jungle, I can farm faster than anyone in the game. I will farm faster than anyone. I'm a support player. If I know how to play support really good, but if I had to climb up below 2.5k MMR, I'll pick any core here. I'll play troll, bloodseeker, and then just go to jungle, and I'll end up getting fat than anyone in the game. Anyone. 90% of the time, I'll get fat than anyone, and I'm gonna win about 80% of the time. I'm gonna have 80%, 90% win rate. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Any 5k players are capable of doing it. So that is a big difference between 5k and 2k players and 1k players. But you, on the other hand, are about the same level as Phantom Assassin. If any of you were had different mindset, even PA could have gotten Quelling Blade and just go to jungle. This is totally fine. People say jungling is bad, but that is entirely wrong. If your MMR is below 2k MMR, that is where jungling starts to work. People at below, even I would say even at below 3k MMR, going jungle is not the worst thing that can happen. It's because players below 2.5k MMR, they have no concept of invading to the jungle. They don't buy smoke. They don't put down a ward aggressively to punish the junglers. They don't do that. They don't put enough pressure to push tower early. If there is one jungle, they don't know how to do it. They really don't, and they make a lot of mistakes. So going jungle is really fine. And if you believe that jungling is bad, I'm gonna say to you, you're wrong. Of course it is bad if you're spamming Legion Commander every game and just go to jungle every single time. That is bad. But at your level, I'm going to suggest you to start jungling, and you should have jungled. It should be in your head right now. If you were a player who deserved to climb up higher and get out of 1k and 2k MMR brackets, you should know that you should jungle right around this time. At least consider it jungling, but I don't think you're even considering. What I predict is going to happen as 500 MMR players, you're just going to stay in this lane. I predict that you will stay in this lane forever. Split up some experience with PA, dance around a little bit with them, just do this, do that, maybe take one last hit, maybe kill them once or twice, but this is wrong. I'm saying this is wrong. You can do much better. You can contribute to your team much better by just going to jungle. So now you're doing this, you're hugging the tower. Same shit is happening over and over. So you're gonna miss the last hit. You're gonna miss the last hit. So you have 3 last hits. It's hitting in 4, and you have 3 last hits. So this is bad. Okay, now you're zoning him out. But again, that was good. You did great in zoning him out, but you should really prioritize on farming. Okay, so you bought the Quelling Blade. This is impressive. Now you might go to jungle. This was good. This was good. This was good. Contest him like that. You just came back. You just sidestepped him from the tree. So that was good. Missing the last hit again. That if you ever miss last hit like that, that is just so bad. That was just so bad. You cannot afford to miss last hit like that. Kill him? You can kill him, man. Good. So do you see how a Phantom Assassin is being annoying to you? Like, he's just standing right next to you and he's gonna cast dagger, but he's gonna auto attack the creeps and you're not even farming well. You should jungle. Yeah, this is when you should jungle. Okay, get back, his double damage. Okay, get him. This was the right choice. Get him back. And if you get back, it's mid 5. What I would have done is after clearing this wave, I would have went to the shrine and heal up. Okay, good. But by doing that, you're not last hitting. So this PA can be annoying, but let me tell you this. PA does nothing but auto attacking. You shouldn't be annoyed. If you are a good carry player, a guy that is auto attacking should not be a problem. You should still be able to last it, even when one of your allies are auto attacking. That really can't be a problem. So that cannot be an excuse. Okay. And you're auto attacking too. You're the guy who's auto attacking and not taking last hit. You might say, oh, I just missed one last hit, but I'm gonna tell you, missing 1 or 2 last hit, that matters. That fucking matters, and it should be your mindset if you want to get out of 1k, 2k MMR brackets. So be a little harsh on yourself whenever you miss one last hit. I'm not expecting you to hit every one of your last hit. I don't even do it. Nobody can do it. Even pro players, they cannot do it. Even the pros cannot last it 100%. But how they are different from you is they go really harsh on them. They go really hard on themselves whenever they miss one last hit. But you don't. You just don't care. That is a difference, and that is a big difference. Okay, now you're back to tower. Using the shrine was great. That was great. Okay, soul him. Okay, good job killing him. But now, even now, you're at level 5. And now is the time to jungle. Troll can jungle farm really efficiently, but it's not even in your mind. So I really don't think you do know how to utilize the map. This is one of your weaknesses. Okay, so that was good. You guys killed them. Pushed tier 1 tower. But again, you're splitting down the experience with PA. It has been minute 8, and all you did entire game was you didn't even care to rotate to any lane. You didn't even jungle once. You clicked the bounty run twice. That was good. Okay, now you're starting to jungle. So this is great. This is great. You just have to find a way to ditch Phantom Assassin and find yourself to farm, because you do need some level. But your farm right now, you have 15 last hit. This happened because because you are a bad farmer. You missed a lot of last hit that shouldn't be happening, that should not have missed, and you didn't jungle. Okay, now you're jungling. Thank God you're jungling. So let's see if you can farm fast from here. Okay. You're checking the minimap. That is great. So I can tell that you have potential to break through 1k MMR if you fix your mistakes. Because I have been coaching quite a few 1k MMR players. They never ever check other lanes. They never do, guys. They never check any. They don't care about it. They don't care about the minimaps. I've seen 90% of the time, any 1k MMR players will not even bother to use the minimap. So if you are a person who's using the minimap as a 1k MMR player, you're better. You are better than your allies, and what that means is you have potential to climb up higher. So that is good. There's nothing to fear. He's gonna die now. Okay. Why didn't you click him? Why didn't you do it? Okay. Okay. I don't understand why you backed right here. I don't understand why you backed. You had face boots. He had nothing. He only had brown boots, and this did not make sense. This was bad mistake. So I don't get it. I don't get it. That was a really sad moment for you. So there are times when I would call it, oh, you know, it's just a mistake. It can happen. But this is something that I will have to tell you that this should never happen. This should never happen, and all these things are the reasons why you will get stuck at your MMR bracket. It should never happen. How can you fix it? Just keep playing the games. You just have to keep playing the games. You have to stay awake every moment of your game. And what else can you do other than just watching replay on yourself and analyzing, and keep reminding yourself that you're not going to make the same mistakes from the next time. That is the all thing you can do. But that was a really bad mistake. So now I'm really glad that you're now back to jungling. You're gonna jungle. That's good. You're eating the bounty one. That is good. You're not ready to. No, you can't. You can't do it. I don't think you can do it. It's gonna take a lot of time. It'll take a lot of time. It's much better for you to go back to the lane. So what's thing that I want to make a compliment about you is you're using phase boots when you're moving. Well, you're not using it now, but you should use phase boots every single time when you're moving around the map. And now you're kind of lost. I don't understand what you're doing, but if you look at this is your habit. You missed the last hit here. and you're kind of auto-attacking and you just check their tower. You pinged, I don't understand why you pinged, but you should really focus on the last hitting. But you got one last hit by auto-attacking the range script here. And now you don't care about last hitting. Okay, you do, but you could have done much better by just focusing on the last hitting. So this is the wrong mindset as a carry. If you're playing carry, like I said, missing one last hit will impact your game. It really will impact your game. Okay, jungling, good. You're checking other lanes, that is good. Ghost walk. So again, I think you might die here if he casts on strike. Okay, you're dead. That's what I predicted. So here's your mistake. First of all, when PA got Cyclone, I would not even have okay, this makes sense. Let's say first of all, I would not, if I were you, I would not have contested this. I would let PA die, or I don't think Invoker was gonna kill Phantom Assassin anyway. But you contested, that's good. That's good. If PA crit him, Invoker was dead, but none of you had dust. So I don't think this was, but after this, after seeing him using the Ghost Walk right away, you two are at the same level. You two of you, both of you decided to just, I don't know what you guys were doing. You guys are just walking forward, trying to find Invoker without having dust. But this is just too painful to watch. I don't understand what you guys were doing. What you two should have done is back down right away. Back off. You cannot kill him. Once Invoker disappears with the Ghost Walk, there is no way any of you can kill him at this moment. But you guys decided to walk in, go deeper, and see what happened. Oh, you found Span. And you found the Wraith King. And now Invoker is gonna re-engage on you. And this was really bad, and you're dead from Sunstrike. So that you two making the same decision like that's another proof that you are below 1 MMR. This really shouldn't be happening. If you are a good Dota 2 player, this should never happen. This is something that can happen to someone that does not understand the mechanism of Ghost Walk, or does not know what Invoker cast. So even if you do, you were stupid enough to follow him. If you don't, you cannot kill Invoker. He goes to invisibility whenever he casts Ghost Walk. So that was a terrible decision making. What you should have done is, after seeing Invoker using the Ghost Walk, just get back to jungle and farm. You should try not to even waste 1 second of the game. And farming is the key to win this game. And this death was big. This one was really big. Now you're back, you bought the TP. And you decided to TP bottom. I'll just talk about it. So you TP to bottom. I think you really wanted to push down the objective. I get it, but okay. What I would suggest you to do is TP to top, clear down the one wave, and go back to jungle and farm. Or if you want to keep surviving in the off lane, why not just get a ward? Why not just get a ward yourself? Put down a ward in the enemy jungle. That way, if you read the minimap, you can see when they are coming, and it's not likely that you're gonna die from their gank if you just have one ward in their jungle. But you decided to TP bottom, and it is pretty evident to me that none of your teammates are strong enough to push down the bottom tower if they decide to defense. So this TP was kind of bad TP. I don't think you guys can fight. Even if you fight, you're gonna lose. No, don't ping him. You guys cannot kill him. Okay, you're dead. So do you see how... So when you were pinging, you were sure that you would kill him. I think that is why you pinged. But like I said, I knew that you were gonna die. I knew that this was gonna happen. So that's how. So you should, if you don't have that much insight, you should be at 1 KBMR. And I hope you get better by watching this replay. You'll get better if you analyze your replay and see how many mistakes you have made, how bad decision makings you were, how bad you were in making any decisions every time. You will improve on next game. So I might be going a little harsh on you, but I think this is my job to go a little harsh on you. So please bear with me. But you dying like that, it didn't make sense. You should not have gone in like that. Why? You didn't even check anything before going in, before engaging in. Let me go back a little bit. I really don't want to go back. Okay, so let's say you really want to kill him. What you should have done, if you wanted to kill anyone, I'm just talking in general. If you wanted to kill anyone in the lane, if you wanted to engage, what you should do is click Kunkka. Click on him, check his level, check his HP, check his item. He has bottle, he has magic wand, he has this. Check him, click on the red king, check this guy's level, check this guy's AP, check his mana, check his item build, and try to judge that if you guys are strong enough to kill two of them at the same time. But you didn't do that. All you did was just pinging. And this is what most any 1K MMR players will do. They're not underestimating anything. They do not even estimate anything at all. They don't care. They think, oh, I think we can kill him and engage him, and they're gonna die. And that is the definition of bad Dota players. You don't know how strong you are, and you don't know how strong they are. Yet you just decided to go in because you just wanted to. And you were dead, right? So you have a lot to improve on. That is a good thing. That is really good. You have a lot to improve on. You do not have to quit Dota. Okay. And now you're back to farming. But thing is, at this point, if you look at the game, like you said, Invoker is farm. Invoker is really fat. He has Midas. He has point booster. He will get fat. He will get fat. I think Invoker will end up having a lot of farm by minute, around minute 25, and you guys can handle him. Okay. Let's keep him going. Good job. Good job. You should not. Don't think you should dive in. You should let him die. When things like that happen, don't get frustrated, but just let him die. He died because he was bad. And you should expect that your allies are bad. And try to think it this way. For people that having mental problem whenever your allies are making the stupid mistake, here's what I do. They should be bad. They better be bad, and I should be the one you getting hooked like that. So you are walking down and Pudge now is in your sight, right? What you should do is you have phase boots, but I don't think you even bother to use phase boots, and there's literally zero reaction from you. Pudge is going to hook you and you're gonna die, right? But you didn't do anything. You did not dance around. You didn't even use phase boots. If you had pressed the phase boots and just run away and try to jig little, this guy would not have hooked you. But you didn't do anything. You just walked down and you got hooked. So this tells me that this is some 1K MMR level movement. This is bad, very bad. We're dead. So I was talking about witnessing your allies making mistakes. If you ever find that your allies are making a stupid mistake and it makes you angry, well, you shouldn't be. Thing is, if you are the best player in the game, that literally means that you have chance to go up, climb up higher, because you are a better player than your allies. But just because your allies are dumb, if you get angry, you're getting affected by your allies. So you should never do that. It is really hard to have the right mindset and positive attitude all the time, but you should try to do that whenever you run into bad run into allies making the stupid mistake and feeding, endless feeding, don't get angry. Don't get angry. It just means that if you are able to see them making the most stupid mistake and they keep making, and you're not making the mistakes, guess what? You're gonna win more games if you play consistently great. So that's a good sign that you'll climb up higher. Okay, you mislasted. Never. So right there, again, this is your habit. You have tendency to auto attack like the rest of the 1K MMR players. You auto attacked and you're missing 1 or 2 lots. That shouldn't be happening. So never auto attack. Never. And yeah, the one was really close. Good, very good. So I'll say your last setting is pretty good for your level. Your last setting is pretty good. So you shouldn't worry about your last hit. All you have to have is the correct mindset. Do not auto attack. Try not to miss anyone last hit. Contest them. You cannot run away anyways. Okay. So you died here because you did not have any vision in your enemy jungle. So if I were you, I would expect my allies not to buy any support items because they don't know. Players below 1K Mars don't know what wards really do, and I would have bought the wards by myself and placed down a ward in the enemy jungle. I would have done that, totally have done that, and anyone would have totally done that if they deserve to climb higher than 1K MMR. And thus, what that makes you do is makes you to farm much safer. So you should start buying ward. Not too many. I'm not asking you to buy every wards, but maybe 1 or 2 wards in every game. It will really help you. So place down a ward in the enemy jungle, and so prevent them ganking you. If you're putting down a ward and you're in a location where you can expect them to gank, and if you're able to run them out, that's great. That is a good warding placement. You should find your spot by yourself. Okay, so you'll keep farming, and you're getting Diffusal Blade, and that's whatever item. But yeah, Diffusal, you know, it's good, but that is not my main concern here. You're not using your Quelling Blade when you're farming, so you're carrying TP. It's not left. That's good. You're carrying TP here, but you should really just get a Quelling Blade because you're farming. Okay. And okay, you should have considered getting a dust. Consider getting dust. Okay, so you got a dust. Wow, that is impressive. That is really impressive. So you just spot the dust. Yeah, that's good. I'm sure that this is the sign. I'm telling you, this is the sign that you will climb up higher than 1K MMR sooner or later. If you keep trying. Just trust me on this, you'll get much better than 1K MMR. Nobody, I expect nobody below 1K MMR getting dust against Invoker. I don't think many players at below 1K MMR, they do understand what this item even does. But you do know what this does. So getting this item was fantastic. And keep playing, keep grinding in MMR. You'll get higher. So I was talking about the Quelling Blade. There's no reason for you to keep this in your inventory or in your backpack. You should have it. You should have it right here. Well, now carrying the dust makes sense because if you want to kill Invoker, this makes sense. But I would have even give up getting. I would have even swapped the Blade of Valkyrie with Quelling Blade. Because what Quelling Blade does, it makes you farm really fast. That was unfortunate. I think he has Blink Dagger and Invoker is really fat. So that was inevitable. That happens. That was unfortunate. There was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong that you did here. The only reason you died was because you had no vision. Maybe Invoker was ghost walking, or he had smoke, he had invisibility, or just because you had no vision. So there was no way for you to stop that. Stop that death. So you died there, but that was fine. I'm not going to blame you for that. It was really hard for you to predict that. Now you're dead. You're using the ultimate for your team. So this, all the things I'm seeing, you buying dust and you casting the battle trance or whatever. Yeah, your ultimate to help your, because Slug was engaging into Kunkka, and I think you saw him, and then you press your ultimate. This is not one MMR level play. Or you're much better than, I would say you're much better than any of you in your allies in this game. You're good. You're really good. You definitely have the potential to even go. I would say even go around 3 MMR if you play things right. But here's your. I'll give you this advice. You're dead now. It's minute 26, and if you check Invoker, if you have ever checked Invoker, this guy's level 21. And if you are playing the game when you have the equivalent amount of farm as a carry, by now you should have Blink Dagger, and you should probably have BKB if you are not getting the Blink Dagger. BKB is really needed. BKB is really needed against Invoker. If you are playing against Invoker and you're not getting BKB as a troll or as any Sylphian carry, you're playing it wrong. You're playing it wrong, and if you're not considering BKB, you're gonna die you're gonna lose every single time. And talking about the Diffuser Blade, I really don't understand why you got this item. But right now at this point, the game, I don't think you guys can flip the game because Invoker is too fat. But talking about your item build in general, try to get Sanjin Yasha, not the Diffuser Blade. What Sanjin Yasha does is it gives you better stats, and Sanjin Yasha is just so good for troll. Get Sanjin Yasha if you want to get Morbid Mask for sustaining, that is great. But try to get Aquila and then Sanjin Yasha, and Morbid Mask for just having a little bit of lifesteal. I think that is much better item build. Diffuser Blade is kind of situational. You get this item situationally, not every single game. If this doesn't make sense. So after getting Sanjin Yasha, you should focus on, you should decide between getting Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade or BKB. So that comes down after after thinking through the enemy lineup. So it will take you time. It really will take you time, but you should have those items in your mind. After getting Sanjin Yasha, either get Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger, or BKB. It really depends on situation, but if you are able to figure out by yourself, that's really great. That's really great. But you will naturally get better and get better itemization as you play more and more. Diffuser Blade is good if you plan to get Manta. Manta plus Diffuser Blade is good for troll. It's pretty decent for troll, I would say. So that makes sense. If you think this is your item, try to get Yasha and Manta. But in this game, you guys are going to lose this game. I'm not going to bother you watch even more. None of you have BKB. None of you have BKB. None of you have BKB. And the game's over. Invoker is going to murder you all. Every single time he finds you with the Ghost Walk. So he's not Ghost Walking. He's even in your jungle, I think. He's right here, right? He's gonna Cyclone and you're gonna die. Meteor Strike, blah 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 blah, and you're dead. Well, I don't think Invoker is a good enough player to cast the skills, but you're dead. You guys are just gonna die. The game is over. There's no point in watching this anymore. But let's see. So you're thinking about getting Shadow Blade, Silver Edge, BKB. You have the right item build. So your allies are shit, I agree. Your allies are shit, but if I have to be objective, you played this game as shit as your allies. All of you are played at the same level, but Troll was slightly better. Because he was the guy who was getting the dust, and he was the guy, I think you did slightly better, but in general you played like your allies, just like your allies, and you're gonna lose the game now. And made MDC, so I can definitely tell that you were tilted, and like I said don't get tilted. You should never get tilted. If you get tilted every time you lose, what are you doing? You're playing Dota 2. This is a video game, right? You're playing this game to have fun. And you're actually right about when you're mentioning about thinking of quitting Dota. So if this game is making you stressful, I really agree with you. You should stop playing this game. But if you find a way to control yourself and calm down, even when you lose, you can start playing game more and more. You should just move on. If you lose, just move on. This happens to everyone. Everyone else who's playing Dota have been to your position and they've had much more ridiculous game than you have ever had, and they just moved on. So this is the game of mentality. You should have a really strong mentality, and only those with the patience will climb up higher in his MMR. And you, like I pointed out in this game, you have a lot to work on. And that is great. That just means that you're not hopeless. You're good. If you want to improve and you put a good amount of time and efforts to improve yourself, you will improve on. If you don't, just keep trying until you do. And if it makes you really, really stressful, just stay away from Dota for a little bit more. Stay away from Dota for a couple of days, or even just an hour or two. Go outside, exercise, do some other shit, and come back fresh. You should never play ranked games more than, I would say, if you're playing more than 3 games a day, that will make you stressful. If you're playing more than 5 games, you're fucking crazy. I suggest you to play only 1 or 2 ranked games per day and see what happens. If you want to play more, go play on the normal games. It looks like you are tilted because you really do care about your MMR, and you get tilted because you care so much that losing the MMR was really, really big. But there is one way to fix it. Play unranked and play ranked games per day, per one or 2 games per day. And that's about it. And work on your last setting. Your last setting, you mentioned that you mastered the last setting, and you really didn't. You suck at last setting. And if you want to get better at last setting, well, getting better at last setting is always good. Just try to last set in every single game and watch replay by yourself and be strictly honest about yourself. You should not miss one. You should not even miss one last set. Not even once. That should be your mindset. I'm not telling you that you should be perfect, but that should be your mindset. Go hard on yourself whenever you miss last set, and it will eventually make you a better player in time. And it really takes time. It's gonna take you at least 1 month to break out of 1 MMR. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. That was it.